I think I look like I just got punched in the cheek. Oh my god, it looks so cakey. Can I have a bit of custard with that cake? It literally took off all of my foundation. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Thuy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So as you guys can tell from the title of this video, I'm actually filming a full face Primark makeup. Can you guys believe this is all Primark? Dang, girl. So if you guys want to see what products I picked up from Primark and how I applied it, if it was good, the troubles that I had, because there was loads of things going wrong. So if you guys want to see my thoughts on Primark makeup and how I created this look, please keep watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. We are filming another makeup challenge today. Woo! Okay, so we're going to start off with the PS Glow Prime Time Mini Glow Primer. I think this is like a travel size one. So this is kind of like a dupe for MAC Strobe Cream. It kind of has that luminescence to it. Oh my god, go on Primark. It doesn't have a smell, which is good. I don't think this necessarily will keep your makeup on any longer though, which is what you normally want a primer to do. So next up, I picked up a foundation from Primark, and this looks like a new product. You guys know I love a full coverage, so this might be a good dupe for like the Estee Lauder Double Wear, Fenty Pro Filter, we never know, and this is only £5. And I got this in the shade Toffee, which is a really nice yellow undertone, which I was actually really surprised. This one, it says Double Coverage Matte Foundation Long Wear. It's got SPF 15 as well. This is like calling my name. And also something that's really exciting, I picked up this makeup sponge, which is latex free, and it was on sale for £1 as well. It has like a different surface on the back, which is really, really cool. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Juno sponge, you know? It kind of has that kind of velvety finish, which I'm so excited about. It hasn't got a pump, which is a bit annoying. We need foundations with pumps in 2019, please. Let me just give it a whiff. Smells quite good. Gonna do some dots on my face. Dot, 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 dot. It's a nice yellow olivey undertone, which is really good. Sometimes with cheaper foundation, even though it says yellow, it literally turns orange. But let me not speak too early because there's still time for oxidization. Okay, the sponge is definitely a lot more firmer than what I'm used to. I can still definitely see my pigmentation underneath. So let me just go in with another layer. I want full coverage. Okay, guys, full coverage is what we want. Okay, so I have my foundation applied, and this is what it looks like. I would say the colour is a bit dark for me at the moment, but it's okay, we can make it work. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with concealer. This is quite pink for me. I don't know if you guys can see, but the colour is definitely more beigey. It's called nude beige. They only have this or ivory, and your girls never know ivory, honey. Not gonna lie, the doe foot applicator is actually really nice. Definitely very pink, but it might be good for under eye circles. Okay, down my nose, on my chin. Let's extend this up. You know, you gotta do it for the gram. Now we're gonna do some contouring. Okay, so I couldn't find like an actual contour stick, but this one would be really good. It actually says foundation and contour sticks. Okay, so this is what the contour stick looks like. As you guys can see, it is a freaking dark ass colour. Yeah, there was no other colours, so we're gonna have to make this work. Little dab dab here, dab dab there. So instead of going back and forth like this, I don't want to ruin the foundation underneath. I think I look like I just got punched in the cheek. Oh no guys, I ruined it. It's got all patchy now. Goodness sakes. Okay, I'm going on top with a sponge. Okay, we can fix this guys, don't worry. I'm not a failure yet. Okay, so I tried to blend out the contour as much as I can. I definitely have noticed the foundation has gathered up all into my smile lines, and this bit right in my nose is so cakey. It's actually crazy. Can you see all these lines here? It literally looks so cakey. Look at these smile lines. They're literally exaggerated like times 10 right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend out my concealer underneath my eyes. Just hopefully it'll brighten up my skin a little bit because it's looking a bit dark, especially after that contour. Okay, so I just tried to blend out the concealer as much as I could, but the sponge kept taking off like little chunks of the foundation. So I'm like, no! Please do not let me have a Poundland moment foundation situation again. I can't dwell on it too much, so let's go in with a bit of powder. This is the Luxe mineral powder. They really had no powders in my Primark. There was very, very limited shades. There was literally nude, ivory, caramel, which was so dark, and then like espresso. So there wasn't that many colours. This colour looks hella pink though, so I'm so worried. Oh my god, it looks so cakey. Is it doing anything for me? Oh my god, it looks so cakey on my nose. No! The nose is the one thing that will make your face look cakey. It's only when I look close up at that mirror, I'm just like, what? Can I have a bit of custard with that cake? So for bronzer, I saw this new collection that Primark had. It's called Island Escape, and this is called the Ombre Bronzer. Okay, so I'm going in with the more pinky bit, which is actually a really nice colour. Okay, gonna go in with the bronzery bit. Gives a really nice shadow. Okay, I don't hate that. Next up, I also found another highlighting palette. This is also from the Island Escape range, and it's called the 4-shade highlighter palette. Nothing fancy. Yeah, it is quite nice. The only thing is I wouldn't use these 2 shades, and even that shade is probably a bit too dark for me, but I just thought it was really pretty. The only other highlighter that they had was highlighting jelly, and I was like, oh hell no. This one actually caught my attention. Oh, it's really soft actually. It's quite whitey. Like hella white, so if you have light skin, that'll probably be better for you. This side's a bit more pinky. Oh, I think this kind of has an overlay on top of it, because you guys see when I actually rub it, it's darker on the inside. Okay, this is definitely not a highlighting colour. This is like Satin Taupe from MAC. And then this one's like All That Glitters from MAC. I can't believe I still remember all the MAC names, it's crazy. Then we've got a darker shade here. Oh my god, that is definitely not a highlighting colour, my friend. This seems to be more like an eyeshadow palette. I guess we'll go for the lighter colour. Oh. I still love highlighter. Any bit of reflection I can get on my cheek, I'm like, yes please, yes. Sign me up. Okay, so the base is done. I actually really like it from afar. When you go up close around this mouth area, it's a different story. I'm just going to stay a bit far away from the camera for now, so you guys can't judge me. Next up, I picked up something that was super exciting. I actually always wanted to try those shadow shields. So it basically looks like this, and it just picks up all the fallout that drops at the bottom. So there's one like a bit wider if you've got like a fat ass eye, and then there's one a bit smaller. Oh god, look at the difference between that. So there's a little perforated bit here. So you just take this bit off. Okay, make sure you go underneath your lashes. It's actually very comfy. This bit is meant to hang like this, and then all the fallout will just fall on there. The shadow shields are on. It's actually quite uncomfortable when I look down. I feel like my eyes are like really stretched. Okay, so for my eyeshadow palette today, I saw this, which looks so pretty. This is the Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette, and it was £8. And look inside, guys. Look at these pretty ass shades. There's these really nice like shimmery ones, which actually feel really soft. This feels nice. This looks nice. Oh, damn. I love the fact that it had a black on here. It had really nice transition shades. The only thing is that there's not like a dark brown or anything to blend into the black. First off, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I only tapped in a little bit, and look, there's a lot of powder that's come off already. Lucky we got these shadow shields on. Let's zoom you guys in as well. Come on now. I didn't forget today. What? So we're going to go in right on the outer corners. Look at that fallout that would have been on my cheek. Okay. These shadow shields are taking all the dust. Oh my god, hopefully you can see on camera how much fallout is literally coming out. I've never seen so much fallout before. Okay, so that's the colour. I'm just literally building it up by really packing it on. I have done an eyeshadow back to basics video on my channel, so if you guys are interested in knowing a bit more about how to blend eyeshadow, please check out that video. I also show some eyeshadow mistakes and how to fix them as well. If you haven't seen it yet, subscribe and check it out. Okay, so I just done both of the eyeshadows, but I'm gonna blend a bit more of like a transition shade towards my brow bone. I was thinking what pink shade should I use, but literally this shade and this shade and this shade basically are the same. So I'm gonna just choose my luck, and I'm gonna go for this bottom corner pinky shade. Okay, so the pink has just given me a bit more colour into it rather than it just being straight up orange. Okay, so to make this eyeshadow look a bit more intense, I'm going to go in with the black. And I'm going to go more inside the crease. Oh, that black was a bit too much. Let me try to blend the orange into it. So this is why you need like a dark brown or something, so that the orange and the black can blend into each other. Because now it's a bit like harsh and the black just takes over. Okay, so now that I've blended that black into my eyeshadow, I'm going to do a little bit of a cut crease situation. So we're going to go in with the full coverage matte foundation. I'm just going to like tilt my head and then carve out this crease. This colour is not light enough, unfortunately. Okay, now I'm just patting on the corner with my finger, just so it blends in a little bit. Okay, so now that I've got my cut creases on my eye, I'm going to go in with this golden shade right here. And then I'm going to pat this right on the lid. It's kind of caking up a little bit. I don't know if it's because of the foundation that I used on the eyes. It's kind of like attaching to it and then like kind of crumbling a little bit. But overall, the shade is really pretty. Oh my god, my crease just doubled up on my eyelid. No! So if this happens to you, just go in with your blending crease brush and then just fade on top. And then because you've been layering up, it'll just blend away that top little crease of concealer you had. Okay, so the eyeshadow is on. I'm gonna try to take this off now. Hopefully there's no like skin mark underneath where it's taken off all the foundation. So wish me luck. Oh my god, there was a skin mark. Oh my god, it literally took off all of my foundation. Oh my god, and I angled it so freaking far up as well. How am I gonna blend this out now? It's literally like curved to the high heaven. It makes my eyes look really, really short. I'm just gonna have to redo this all again. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some of the orange and a bit of the black. Okay, so I'm gonna put this underneath my eye. Okay, so the eyeshadow's blended on underneath. I'm gonna pop a light colour on the inner corners. So I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade in here. Okay, now I'm just gonna pop this right on the inner corner. Oh wow, that's bright. Damn, that's bright. Oh my god, what did I just do? Gonna do a little, you know. I always do that when the camera is off, and then when I'm on camera I'm like, oh, use my Fix Plus, but secretly I'm like, I know we're not time for that, bitch. So now it's time for a liquid liner, and this liner I'm so excited about. I actually swatched this in store, and you guys see I've had a shower and everything. I scrubbed all my hands, I've done loads of swatches, and there's still remnants of the eyeliner. So this is the Vinyl Liner Waterproof Precise Flick, and this was £2. Okay, so I'm gonna dab this as close as I can to my lash line. So we're gonna do a wing, and I think I'm gonna wing it out a little bit, so we're gonna have a little bit of negative space because my eyes are a bit short right now. So we're going to do it a bit like here. Oh, this is quite cool, you know. Reminds me a little bit like a geisha look. Do geishas wear cut creases? I don't know. Okay, so the eyelashes that I got, I'm really, really excited actually, because at first I was like, oh my god, these lashes look so crusty from Primark, but then I saw this gold packaging and it's from Sosu. I think she actually has a whole makeup range, but she designed something exclusively for Primark, which is these lashes here. And she made some really nice fluffy ones. And this is in the style New York. So I'm going to pop these on and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I got on the lashes. They actually look super nice and long and fluffy. Sometimes I find these synthetic eyelashes, they look nice and dramatic on the band. But when you put on the eyes, it kind of like shrivels up. You can't see anything. Whereas these are really nice and like long and fluffy. So I'm going to finish off the look with a lip kit next. This is the Lip Contour Caramel Edit. So this comes with 2 liquid lipsticks and a lip liner. Look guys, it's got even like the dripping thing, also like Kylie. I'm gonna line my lips quickly. This colour is not dark enough. And then I'm gonna go in the 2 liquid lipsticks. Look, it's greasy. It smells like the NYX lip products. You know that really vanilla-y smell? Go on top with the lighter colour. I thought this was like a lip gloss combination, but it wasn't. I'm just going to go around it with a bit of concealer, just because the lip liner wasn't dark enough, so it didn't define my lips. Okay, so I did pick up a setting spray. This was £4, and it's the matte setting spray. It does say shake me, so I'm going to shake it really hard. Oh, it's quite a harsh mist. I'm scared. Oh, the smell. Oh. It smells like chemicals that they try to cover up with fragrance. The setting spray is so sticky. Can you guys see this? My hand is literally like sticking together. Okay, and then I also saw this, which the lid literally looks so grubby, like it's leaked or something. But this was the last one. This is the Glow Intensity Shimmer Spray. So it's very similar to like the iconic London shimmer sprays. And you guys know I love a glow. So I thought I'd try this out. This was £4. Let me just show you in the back of my hand. Oh my god, look at that spray. Oh my god, it's so abrupt. It's literally like a harsh spray. Okay, so let's spray this on. Let's see if it's shimmery. Oh my god, it stays wet for ages. Okay guys, so that's it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys liked how it turned out. Overall, I really love this look, and I'm so shocked at the difference between my Poundland makeup and my Primark makeup. Not gonna lie, I was thinking it's gonna be like on par with each other, you know. I always knew that Primark would be a little bit better, but I never thought that I'll be able to get a look like this. So definitely recommend the eyeliner. The lashes are so pretty as well, and actually the lips are not that bad. So yeah, really recommend the lip kits as well. The things I would not recommend is the setting spray. Also, this Glow Intensity was so shit. Honestly, look at my hand. There's like no shimmer sheen in there whatsoever. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but my neck has gone really blotchy and it's a bit itchy as well. So I think I might even be allergic to that, which is so annoying because I never get allergic to anything. By the way, guys, my earrings are from a brand called Lovisa. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll see if I can find a link and leave it down below. Also, these hair clips are from Primark as well, and it's just like shove them in. So if you like these makeup challenges or full face makeup tutorials, please let me know know what else you want to see from me down below in the comments, or you can feel free to message me on all my other social media platforms. It's just xThuyLe on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hey. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Okay, how's my Primark makeup going?
Oh, that's very bright.
Whenever I ask a guy for a compliment, he's like, very something something. It's always very pretty, very blue, very dark, very smoky. I'm like, think of another adjective, guys. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
And that's why the texture of this is quite... I just picked my nose. Hello. Oh my god, mango. Hey, cheers. Mango break. Mmm. Oh, it's sour. Hello. Excuse me. Focus, you damn nasty. Hello. Okay, we are back. So I'm going to pop these on and I'll be back. I'm actually going to eat. And then I'll put on the lashes. There's my remote. Hello. Do you want me to starve? Oh, fuck's sake, it's so fucking loud downstairs. Turn down your volume! Did you guys hear that roar? Oh, it's got a ball in there. Oh my god, it got stuck. The ball went missing. Scratch my head, scratch my arse cheek. So much scratching to do.